Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
Chelsea thrashed Westham 5-0, even though that Westham scored first in that game in the 6th minute. Paqueta scored a fantastic long-range strike. What a fantastic goal for him. I was thinking, okay, Westham is going to surprise Chelsea. But Joao Pedro equalized from a corner kick after a flick on by Culera, but he made it 1-1. And Westham scored another goal, but it was ruled out marginal offside, just his knee.
His toe.
His knee was just a little bit of his leg was just offside, and it was ruled out when almost West Ham almost got 2-1 in that first half. But after then, it went south for them, and Pedro Neto scored in the 23rd minute. Enzo scored in the 34th minute to make it 3-1 in the first half. In the second half, they considered 2 more set pieces in the second half to make it 5-1. Okay, let me start with you, John. Let me leave Nonso for now.
Yes.
Fantastic game for Chelsea. They needed 3 points because after dropping points at Stamford Bridge, they needed to keep up the pace of these big boys that got all 3 points in the first game. And they came, they saw, and they conquered.
You know, there's a song that this brings to mind. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. West Ham delivering 3 points for all the teams in this league this season.
I know be Southampton now.
They might relegate too.
I know be Southampton now. No worries.
Relegation incoming. Somebody call the man. Relegation incoming. But back to serious, on a serious note now, back to serious. You see, a prophet is not known in his hometown. I was telling you this thing that, guy, the way Chelsea is going to line up today, is going to be Delap up top. This man, maybe somewhere there.
The 2 strikers.
No.
I said they will start the 2 strikers. And God will say it's not possible.
Why it happened when Palmer was injured in that game?
So why do you want to steal my thunder?
No, you're not steal your thunder. I made it. No, take my tactical, my lineup.
We don't need to come out here and shout. I'm not shouting. I'm a tactical. You don't need to say I'm a tactical manager or tactical genius to be a tactical genius.
I think Maresca took advice from me yesterday because I gave him expo. I gave him expo on how to devour this thing.
You are just admitted to being a 5th columnist.
Huh?
Yes.
I gave him expo because if I didn't talk about the 2 striker figure, he would have at least played a Andre Santos, and I would have owned the midfield.
I think because of Palmer was injured, he had to switch his formation a little bit.
He didn't switch. It was still the same thing he played. But
Pedro now played behind. I think it made sense that way.
Yes.
They have more firepower. They have nothing to do. They need 3 points, and they go for 3 points, and they got 3 points. But if you look at the goals, fantastic goal first for Paqueta to score that first goal. But after that, everything went south for West Ham. What do you think happened?
I think it started first and foremost from the signing and the placement of Hermanson in the goalie position.
That guy knows you.
When I talk last week, all of I say it's not always good.
That guy knows anything.
See, it's not. He just run from post to post. Like he run from post to post. He never even stand. Now set piece, come challenge your ball. He go run, go near post. Before he go say I don't run, come far post.
So you guys play entire no evidence.
No, see. Let's see, John.
Well, it's his first game on the Premier League.
Second game
on the
last season. I ain't there for Leicester City. Now Leicester City. See, Potter, who are you? What were you planning with that start?
How do you exist?
What were you planning? Why did you even go that route? I've always complained about Rodriguez in midfield. Yesterday, we saw what my guy can do in midfield. Thomas Sunchek. We all saw it. Nobody got to say, Sunchek no play anything. We see in dominance on midfield. It was clear. The Diop new guy, we saw his excellence in midfield and in the fullback position. It was clear that these players were there to play. But the defense still had a problem. Last year was Egard living on loan. This year is my main man. It's in Alvarez living on loan. That guy is like the youngest midfielder I have currently outside Diop. You saw Declan Rice, you went to buy this guy in, and he's told you that okay, fine, he's not as fantastic as Declan Rice, but he can do the job. He's not as media friendly, fantastic, flary, all of that. It's not that all shine, all that glitters that is good. It's not all that glitters is not good. It's not all that glitters that is good, but he can do the job, and you're sending him off on loan. Like Potter, how? Then you come to defense. I've always said, please, no matter what you want to play in that defense, there should be a Mavropanos in there. Anyhow you want to set up. You want to set up 7 at the back, you want to set up 5 at the back, you want to set up 3 at the back. There should be a Mavropanos somewhere around that defense line.
Not so.
Not on the bench. Wait, let me finish. Now, these are the things I have with the lineup. I've always said it. I always give you my lineup straight up.
Your centre back pairing was not the cause of the goal.
Centre back pairing was the pairing.
It was not the cause of the goal by Neto.
See, let me not tell you.
To blame is your right back who was ball watching and snuck in between him and got that tapping.
Let me not tell you that the back pairing was the problem because Tobido would have tracked that run. It was from him, not Wan-Bissaka, because you want blame Wan-Bissaka now. Maybe Wan-Bissaka. It was in between he and
you were ball watching. Somebody came in.
That's what I'm saying. You say full back, like I said, is the centre back pairing. The cohesion is not there.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You get now back to the first goal, the flick on from Cucurella. Nobody was picking up the other guy from the other side. Joao Pedro nobody was picking him up first. Second goal, Pedro Neto. How would you allow somebody beat you on that side and make that pass for him to score? Then the third goal, see as that small boy, that teenager. See as that teenager dribble.
It's okay for the Wan-Bissaka to sleep on duty because this other guy made a mistake up front. It's a unit, not a one-man squad.
But
it's a unit, not a one-man squad.
Like I said.
And you know that is also your 18-yard box. Any charge.
What did I say? I said it's a lack of cohesion between defenders.
I disagree with you on that.
The problem about defensive unit, you have to defend as a unit. Once you don't defend as a unit,
you want to call Wan-Bissaka. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. We are going to dwell on it because I want to expose everything that happened in the because if callers score now they will tell me no. So I want to expose everything.
We know. Calm down.
How do a teenager beat you and your second pair?
Because the teenager. The teenager is good. It's as simple as that. That he's a teacher that does not mean that he cannot be. Your man is dribbling everybody at La Liga, no matter your age. So it's not about the teenager. He is good
because you are not good as a defender.
It's a lie.
Now, let's go back. That's on the West. I'm done with the West Ham defense because anything I say now, you want to. On the West Ham offense, I have three fouls committed in the penalty area. 2, I would give a penalty to. That one on Paqueta. Now rubbish. That guy is that falling now is not even. I'll even give you a yellow card for falling like that. The foul of Paqueta, but the foul on Fulkrug and Jarrod Bowen. That same foul on Jarrod Bowen happened against Newcastle. I think last season or last 2 seasons. It wasn't given. The same similar thing happened to Jarrod Bowen against Newcastle happened to Mo Salah the next game, and it was given as penalty. Yesterday against Jarrod Bowen, the same foul happened again. It wasn't given. I was trying to say okay fine. By the toe, by the foot, just 1 foot in. He got an offside. That's why we had to cancel Fulkrug's goal for the when we went up the second time in the match. Jarrod Bowen's foul on Jarrod Bowen, it was not given.
Well, 2. All these things you are talking about, VR check things.
VR no check am, God win. If they pay me, VR no check am.
Let me explain this VR because people always say this thing. Once something is committed on the penalty, it's not a must that the referee will stop a match to check. They will just tell him there is nothing here, continue the game. And they check everything that happens in that 18. If it was not a contentious thing, they will not tell you to pause. Let's check it again. That the referee will not pause. But all these fouls was cleared by VAR, whether you want to give it or not. But John, please talk about Chelsea. Maresca did well in this game, and they got their first 3 points. Is going to show that they are going to challenge for the league because that's what everybody is looking at. If they have dropped a point, if they have dropped points in this particular game, they might be maybe 4 points behind anybody that is winning today and tomorrow.
They've already lost this one.
But they got this game and won 5 goals. Now Maresca and Chelsea are ready to challenge for this league.
For real, man, it's Chelsea really gave me what I would call a fantastic evening. You know, it's almost making me want to speak Italian. You know, bellissimo, tutto bene. You know, bella. You know, it was a fantastic game.
This way you just speak now. Wait a minute.
Beautiful.
Bene.
Yes,
now, Benin Republic.
Very good.
It's not Benin Republic.
Go and look up the dictionary. I understand how you feel right now.
Okay.
But it was a fantastic game. Look at the setup. Look at the players. What an evening, if you ask me. Chelsea delivered on the night, you know. Apart from the early scare, which was we all know that what's his name now, Sanchez and a couple other keepers out there. I'm not going to call their names. The only way you can beat them in a blind like that, apart from getting them cut out in their defense, is to hit them from a long shot like Paqueta got for the first goal. But I feel after considering that first goal, the defense solidified up a bit. And then, but the most important thing was that the Chelsea attack were up to par yesterday. They were up to par. They came good. A lot of players got in on the score sheet, and I'm happy about the entire game. 5-1, fantastic way to come back and say, hey, we are here.
Okay, Chelsea won that game 5-0. Fantastic game for Maresca and fantastic game for Chelsea. If you look at the statistics in that game, Chelsea dominated that game from start to finish. 12 shots for Westham, 4 on target. They scored for only one of them. 40% possession and 392 passes for Westham. For Chelsea, they had 12 shots in total, 7 on target, 60% possession, 577 passes in 90 minutes, and 87 of them was accurate. So Chelsea are back and they are one of the tight contenders. Let's see what they are going to do throughout the end of the season, if Maresca can mount that challenge or even win the Premier League this season.